Okay. Is this transcendental? False. It's algebraic. It involves only simple algebra. Um, involves only simple algebraic expressions like multiplication, divisions, subtraction, powers, and so on. No powers in this one though, unless you want to say power minus one. So that's not transcendental. It's because it's algebraic. 99. Um, is that an odd root function? It is. G of x equals the third root of x. So yes, 3 is odd, and it's an odd function since n is um, 3, like the nth root. Straightforward. 100. The answer is no. Log is transcendental. That's why it's not algebraic, because it's a transcendental function. Because it's not possible to write it as a simple formula of algebraic terms. 101. Fx equals x powered b. That's not exponential, since the x is not in the power. Exponentials have x in the power, like e.g. should be b power x. So yeah, what have we got so far? False, true, false, false. And then the last one here, 102. The domain of an even root function is all real numbers. So let's take an example like fx equals root x. That's root, the second root. No, it's not all real numbers. That's false. The domain can only be the positives, including 0. Because, for example, e.g., you can't get the root of -4, it's not real. Or you can't get the fourth root of -8, or whatever, -4, doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's false. The domain of an even root function is all real numbers. That is false then. Okay. Let's just, that's kind of a short one today, and I wonder, should I start the T questions yet? Maybe I'll just do, one of them. Okay, let's have a look here. A company purchased some computer equipment for 20,500 at the end of a 3-year period. The value of the equipment has decreased linearly to 12,300. Find a function that determines the value V of the equipment at the end of T years. Okay. So it starts off at 20,500. But then after 3 years, the value has dropped by 12,300. So it must have been dropping by 4,100 a year. Oops. Oh, I should really put my, I think it's better to put that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next then, that's part A. Find and interpret the meaning of the x and y intercepts. So, okay, let's calculate V0. And then let's solve for BT equals 0. So the meaning is The y-intercept, that means it's the initial value of the equipment. And then the x-intercept, that's the t equals 5, means the equipment is worthless after 5 years. Okay. All right. Ooh, what's it done that for? Okay. What is the value of the equipment at the end of 5 years? Well, it's worthless. That's what we just said. When will the equipment be valued at 3,000? Okay. So we just want to solve when will this equal 3,000. Um, 175 over 41. Can I approximate that? I forget how to do this now. To numeric. There we go. Okay. After about 4 years and a quarter of a year, 3 months. Okay, I can check the answer here for this one. What is this one? 103. Oh, I've made a mistake, huh? Ah, rats. I've misread the question. It's not decreased by 12,300. Ah, it's decreased to 12,300. Rats. Rats. So, oh dear. So how much has it lost by 20,500 minus 12,300? And then how much is that per year? That was very, very careless of me. Really annoyed by that now. Okay, so that's how much is being lost per year. So now I need to pop that in. Okay, so that's going to change everything here. So, okay, 7.5 years. Okay. Then now we can calculate what's it worth after 5 years. So that explains why they asked that, because okay, so after 5 years, okay, this is getting very messy. I'm very sorry. I'll just clear it all off and start over. Apologies. Okay, so BT is 20,500 minus T times, and then how much has it lost per year? It's 20,500 minus 12,300 divided by 3. Okay, so that's our formula. Okay. Find and interpret the meaning of, okay, so we want to calculate V0. And we also want to calculate, we want to solve when Vt equals 0. Solve for t. Okay, then we'll interpret it. What is the value of the equipment at the end of 5 years? And then when will the equipment be worth 3,000? Okay. So now let's put in the answers here. So the first one was find and interpret the meaning of the x and y intercept. So for the x one, it's the initial value, i.e. 20,500. Oh dear, I never put that. Having a bad evening. Now we're in action. And then the y-intercept, that is 7.5 years, meaning the time taken for it to become worthless. Okay. What is it worth after 5 years? It is worth after 5 years 20,500 divided by 3. There we go. It is worth 6833.33. Then when will it be worth 3,000? What is this now? After 6.5 years. 6.4 years. Okay, let's check if I'm right now. So annoyed by misreading that now. Really, really annoyed by that. 7.5 years. 6.8. Okay, they rounded to the nearest $5 for some reason. And 6.4 years. Yeah, okay, now we're right. Man, I'm so annoyed by that though. So absolutely annoyed by misreading that. I need to do one more question. Then I can feel better. Okay, next one. The total online shopping during the Christmas holidays has increased dramatically during the past 5 years. In 2020, when T was 0, the total online shop was 42.3 billion. $42.3 billion. That was the initial value in 2012. That's when T is 0. Whereas in 2013, it was 48.1 billion. That's only 1 year later, isn't it? In 2012, it was 42.3, whereas in 2013, it was 48.1. So 48.1 minus 42.3. Find a linear that estimates it, okay? Okay. So that's the linear function. Interpret the slope of the graph. Okay, so the slope is the 48.1 minus the 42.3, just 5.8. So slope equals 5.8 billion US dollars per year, meaning each year the sales increases by this much. Okay. Use part A to predict the year when online shopping during Christmas will reach 60 billion. Okay, so we want st to equal 60. Solve. Okay, so oops. 3.05. So that's going to be 2012 plus 3.05. So 2015. It doesn't, okay, it really doesn't like what I did there. Ah, too much. Just try. Yeah, okay. 20, 12 plus, can I do percent of 5? Oh, I thought it would be smart enough to know that I wanted the output percent of 4, huh? That's what the problem is. I said of 5, I meant of 4. Okay. Yeah, 2015 and a few months. So like 1 month? About a few weeks into 2015. Okay. What am I doing for time? Okay, maybe I'll leave it for there today. And then I'll try and get them finished tomorrow. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. Ah, man, I'm just still so blooming annoyed about misreading question 103. But that's the way it be sometimes.